Hey, so this is going to be a video on how to select your house plan. So you're going to want to select your house plan after you've done the market research that we did previously. So I've done my market research and there's, a few ways that you want to go ahead and go through selecting a plan. One website that I have used several times now when we've built houses and we've always had good results with it, as well as we know lots of builders that are familiar with these plans, is houseplans.com. So I'm showing that to you right here. And just a general way that you can do it is, maybe you want to build a like a 3-bed, 2-bath home, and maybe you want it to be 1 story, or maybe you want it to be 2 stories. In this case, I know the next house we're building is going to be a 2-story home, and I know that we want 1 car. So then you can simply just search it. You could put in, minimum and maximum square footage, and it's going to populate a lot of different things. And you definitely don't want to get caught in the weeds too much when you're building a spec house, because you're not looking for, a fancy, custom house, I guess, kind of like these. And really, one thing that I like to do when I'm in the market research is see, like, hey, what spec houses are builders building in our area and what is selling. And so we had walked some houses that we knew performed well that are near the lots that we have. And so one thing I really do recommend is, maybe go with your realtor or go and walk some houses prior to building, of spec houses that, are similar to what you're looking to do. And something that you can actually do is you can pull images off of Zillow or like the MLS, and you can actually reverse Google search them and you can find out who has the house plan for this. In most cases, things are not going to be, an architectural build. I've seen a few cases where, someone maybe used an architect out of Asheville or something like that to make their house plans, or a local architect. But more often than not, people are just using houseplans.com or something similar, and you can actually just screenshot the floor plan that you're seeing and then go ahead and reverse image search it. And so that's actually what we did on this one that I have picked out. It is a 3-2 plan. Actually, it's a 3-2.5 that a builder near us successfully built. And sometimes I just like to know, hey, this has been successfully built. The other plan that we've built in the past was a plan actually that one of my friends lived in, that I liked her floor plan and I thought this would be easy to build. And, we just pulled the floor plan and reverse image searched, and we did the same thing here. So what you're going to want to do, it's just nice to walk the house. There's not going to be like, something weird with it, because you've actually been in the house, what your end product is going to be. That's just an approach that I like to take. But you could literally just screenshot something like this and put it into Google image search. It's going to populate, where you can buy a floor plan that's going to be acceptable for you to use. So I like to get the PDF set. If you have maybe an engineer or an architect that you're working with and you want to change a thing or two, they can use the CAD set to do that. In most cases, like we are keeping it simple here with our spec builds, we're, looking for a plan that we like and we're happy with, and we're going to build it like that. If there's something like the mechanicals, need to be moved, we can talk about that later as well. That's not something that you're going to need the CAD plan for. You can simply make those changes off of the PDF. We like to build slabs around here. If you're looking to do a basement or crawl space or a walkout, you can select that, and you can choose to do a 2x4 or a 2x6. Here we're going to pick the 2x4 option. And additional add-ons that you can pick, I typically do like to get the material list when I'm purchasing these plans. It's just really nice to compare. And then sometimes I will add on the construction guide as well for $33. It just helps you kind of understand better about the build. And then, you just add them to your cart. Be on the lookout if there's coupon codes or anything like that. Today there was not a coupon code. It was just going to be this 15% off savings. And so from there, you just put in your zip code. They just ask for that and then proceed with putting in all this information.